What's going on, guys? It's Gendo here, and welcome to episode 27 of The World's First. And today, well, we're not going to have a live com. We're not going to have a double live com, I should say. Our final match of the season is against North Ferriby. And, yeah, you know how I said that we'd be trying to go for promotion playoffs? Yeah, then this little piece of BS happened. We lost to Tamworth and Altrincham and then drew against Telford and Stalybridge. Now, Telford, the only team being higher than us in the table. They were, of course, in the playoff spots. Tamworth, Stalybridge, and Altrincham were sitting in the lower half of the table. To not come away with victories against any of those teams is unacceptable. Even though we won 1-0 in the 3 matches previously, we beat United, we beat Lowestoft, we beat Worcester, and I thought for sure that we were hitting our stride and going to push into the playoff spots. But then those 4 matches hit us like a ton of bricks and ultimately pushed us out of the playoff spots. We can no longer get into the playoffs this year, but I want to still see the season out and play the match versus North Ferriby to see where our final position is and how much money we will get at the end of the season. So with just 1 game left, we sit in 8th place, 62 points through 41 matches. Though we could push as high as 6th, also, we can also drop as low as 11th depending on a win or a loss and the combination of everybody else around us. It's very unfortunate that we did not make the playoffs this year, but it's something to build on for next season. There's going to be a lot of ins and outs, of course, next season. Definitely want to try and push into the playoff spots, but let's just round out the season versus North Ferriby and let's get into that match. So not a lot of rotation, we're just going to stick with the same squad, or mostly the same squad that we had throughout the entire season. Williams, Louis, Kennedy, Lewis, and Duxbury the back line. Norris, Anderson, Jones, and Potter will be the 4 midfielders. And then Anthony Steer and Benny Igihan will be sitting up front. Anthony Steer being one of my youth prospects that we're actually going to try and use today. And if you take a look, he is actually fairly good. My head of youth development, picked him up. And he looks fairly good. I mean, his vision is pretty lacking, though, with a 3 there. But his attacking stats, I wouldn't say are all that bad. 14 finishing, 12 composure, 13 off the ball. His speed looks pretty decent, too. 10 pace, 13 acceleration. Yeah, we are paying him 7,000 pounds. But at the same time, I'm looking for him to replace Chris Hall, who I'm going to get rid of at the end of the season. Hopefully, he can do a job for us today. So as I said before, there's definitely going to be a lot of outs. I mean, Chris O'Leary, Andy Gascoigne's probably on the outs, George Smith. A lot of midfielders are not going to be at the club for next season. And it's basically just obviously a revamp, a retool of my system. I still want to try and get loan players in as well. I mean, I may want to try and get Danny Potter back. I want to try and get Ollie Norris back since he did very well for us. Maybe Anderson, maybe Andre Jones as well. Maybe try and get all those loanees back in. Who knows? But yeah, there's definitely going to be some retooling in the upcoming season. And only time will tell to see if we can actually make the playoffs for next season. We've been doing very well with the ball so far in this opening half. North Ferriby have had a couple more shots than us, although the only shot we took was on target. Louis coming in, far post, finds Benny Igihan, and that's Benny's 19th goal of the season. He has been injured for quite a bit of the season, but for him to get almost 20 goals in like 25, 30 matches is definitely something that you can't look past. And it was definitely a good bit of 1-2 passing and then a nice little cross in from Louis to find the head of Benny Igihan, who gets into the far post. Goalkeeper couldn't do anything about it, and 7 minutes in, we get ourselves a lead. Some decent passing off the kickoff. We could possibly get 2 here. Anthony Steer has the ball blocked away, and it goes out for a corner kick. North Ferriby now coming up the wing, switching the pitch, trying to get something going, trying to get some sort of attacking movement going. Louis off the ball, that's a great clearance, but they still have it, and it goes out for a goal kick. 15 minutes gone now. Here we come again. Duxbury out on the wing. Has Steer actually in there, and he bounces it off the crossbar. It's cleared away. Could have been 2. Should have been 2, honestly. Duxbury on the wing once again, gets it through to Igihan, who cuts inside, takes a shot, oh wow, from 20 yards out, top of the circle, and it's 2-0 to Sheffield with a wonder strike from Benny Igihan, his 20th goal of the season. Like I said, that was another great bit of passing, and Benny, a little bit injured this season, finally hitting his stride at the end of the season, and nets his 20th goal. Good dispossessed there. We have been all over North Ferriby, and be quite honest with you, ever since that first goal, we have not allowed North Ferriby to have a single shot on target. And here we come again. We could possibly get a third. Jones could switch it out to Duxbury. They do. You just need to get somebody in the box. Steer. Can Anderson get the rebound? No, it is cleared away by North Ferriby. Halftime, solid 2-0 lead. Don't really have to say anything else to the team. They're doing their job, and let's see if we can finish this season with a win. Well, so far it's been very quiet this second half. I mean, this is actually the first highlight. Made a couple of subs. Cameron McJanet is in for center back. Lewis Kennedy was subbed out. And Elliot Pond has subbed in for Anthony Steer, just because Anthony has just been kind of bad today. So might as well put on Pondy for the final 20 minutes. And here he comes. He actually gets the ball, being really no shooting lanes, no passing lanes even. And we have to go back to the center line. Norris through to Potter. He could slip it through. Benny could slip through. He could have. Good tackle. Elliot Pond gets the ball. And a weak shot right at the goalkeeper. North Ferriby still not going quietly into the night, though, as they counter on the other end with a goal. Kevin MacArthur looks like a regen. It's 2-1 now. But the defense needs to hold it down. Close it down, boys, for the last 20 minutes. It was a good cross. The goalkeeper could have done a little better job with it. Oh, my God. I wasn't going to comment on it because I didn't think it was going to amount to anything. But North Ferriby have equalized after some good passing. It's 2-2. And as I was about to make some changes, definitely going to make some subs, was about to change up my tactics too. Drop everyone back and just throw the long ball. That was a good shot. It was a good shot from North Ferriby have equalized. 10 minutes left. Not like this, boys. Not like this. Oh, my God. So we blow a 2-0 lead, and North Ferriby have scored 3 in a row. It's 3-1 with 9 minutes to play. Luke Pritchard off that free kick. Look at this. Defense just, missed header, and Pritchard's all alone for the goal. Not like this. Not like how we were dominating the entire first half. So what the hell happened? Can we come around? Can we turn around and can we equalize this? We still have time. We still have 7 minutes. Into Pond. I don't know if that was a shot or a pass. Either way, it was terrible. 3 minutes to go, and we're actually having some decent passing attempts. Benny Egan going out to Louis on the right. Gets it through. Tries to take a shot, but it was weak, and the goalkeeper was right there. And are they going to get the kickoff? Nope. There it is. Full time. Sheffield 2, North Ferriby 3. I'm not happy with how anybody played. Should have won that match, especially coming into halftime up 2-0. We do, in fact, drop all the way down to 10th. We didn't drop fully down. So we end the season at dead middle. Well, actually, Salford ended dead middle, but we still end around mid-table. Better than what the pundits were thinking, but I wanted to be in the promotion playoff spots. So that's that. We'll take a look at some final stats before we end the episode. So here are the final stats for the team on the season, and at top goal scorer, it's Benny Igihan, actually playing more matches than I thought he did. Actually, now that I remember, it was Elliot Pond who was more injured than Benny. That's why he has less goals than I thought he did. But Benny Igihan, 20 goals scored in 43 matches. Elliot Pond with 15, and Danny Potter with 13. Those three were the only three with double digits. The next closest that was on the squad, as Chris Fawcett is away on loan, Alec Przepolewski with 4. Yikes. As far as assists go, we did have a couple people in double digits. Louis Fazakerley, who came in mid-season, was able to get 13 assists in his 25 appearances for the club. Scott Duxbury, who played every match all season, 10 assists in his 46 appearances. And then nobody else got double digits. Closest was Przepolewski once again. And as far as average rating, top average rating for the club is Scott Duxbury with his 7.51. The next closest was Fazakerley with the 7.48. And then Benny Igihan next closest with a 7.17. Really honestly surprised that Duxbury got that high of an average rating. He didn't have the most assists, didn't score any goals, did play in every game though. He probably set up a lot of decent crosses, decent passes that led to goals further down the line. Maybe he actually got in some good key tackles as well. But there you go. Those are the top for everybody on the team. And to be quite honest with you, just taking a look at down the list, George Smith did not play a single match all season, even though he played for like the last 2 or 3 seasons. It just did not fit into the squad, and I'm going to get rid of him at the end of the season, plain and simple. Chris Hall is also going to be out without a job as well. Same with Chris O'Leary, and I want to say Andy Gascoigne as well. I know it says that they did fairly well for the team. He had a 7.12, but it just is apparent that he is slowing down. Not just him, but if you take a look at Chris O'Leary as well, a lot of arrows in the downward trend. Hell, I'm not even paying Chris O'Leary to stay on the squad. So with a pace of 5, acceleration of 5, I just don't see him sticking around. He only played 8 matches, or started 8 matches, and played 12 the full season. Yes, he did have a 7.10 average rating, but I just don't see him sticking with the club. So, as I said, there's going to be a big overhaul at the end of the season, mostly in the midfield. Maybe I could try and get some of these loan players back, cross fingers. Hopefully we get Danny Potter back. He was phenomenal for us. But it's a very unfortunate that the season had to end this way, that we didn't get into the playoffs after that bad run of form I showed earlier. But, you know, staying in the same division isn't all that bad. We get some stability. We get some better, monies allocated to us to get better players, and hopefully next season we can push up towards the playoff spots. So until that time, until next season, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new and you want to see new FM content on the channel. Any comments, suggestions, questions, anything else, please leave in the comment box below. But as always, this is Gendo, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and peace out.